Hey, welcome back.
Let's go.
Hey, welcome back, guys. So we're gonna visit. I want to visit my friend who's from the U.S. as well. She live in this estate. This place is beautiful, guys, and this is what you could live in these places. We as American, because of the exchange of the money, it's not that expensive to live in these places. But look how beautiful this is, guy. This place is amazing. So yeah. I hope you allow me to record when I get into the apartment. But
No, it's not.
yeah, beautiful.
Hold. Look at this.
Yeah.
I know this place. Wait.
These places are really nice.
Can I get a picture here? No.
Up here, take a picture.
Welcome back, guys. So it's January 22nd. Back home in Harlem, guys. I just left Johannesburg. Warm, nice weather for this shit. Right now it's like 10 degrees. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm just stop cursing. I don't really curse. I curse, but I try to avoid it on YouTube. But sometimes it just blurt out. But anyways, trying to get some business started out. I just got back, so yeah. And then I could able to take care of other stuff. Business always first, bills and shit. But anyways, first bank is this one. Guys, it is so freaking cold. I'm not sure if you guys can see, like when I talk there's smoke, like I'm smoking. Look. I don't know if you guys can see it. But anyways, the sun is good in South Africa. It makes me darker though. Alright, let me get this done. I'll be back in a flash. Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. This is Floyd, and it's the next day, guys. So I'm in my house and I'm about to eat. I don't know why I choose to make a video when I'm out to eat, but I guess I started now. I'm about to do breakfast. It's the 23rd of January. So my Christmas tree is still up. I'm gonna take it down today because I've been busy yesterday, and then I've been I'm still tired from that flight, jet lag and all. Me woke up at 4 a.m. like, for what? I guess I hope this don't happen again. Like, when I go to sleep tonight, I don't wake up tomorrow at 4 because I want to wake up like later. I think it kind of mess with your jet lag, kind of mess with your sleep cycle. So yeah, I think that's what it's doing to me. So yeah. So I want to tell you guys about my flight coming back and pre-clearance in Dubai before you actually come to the United States. But before we talk about that, maybe I should just touch a little bit about Africa, since I've been there for 2 months. I wanted to stay an extra month, but unfortunately I couldn't. I have things to do here, and bills to pay and stuff, right? So I couldn't stay longer, but you're allowed 90 days to stay in South Africa without a visa. And I'll encourage every black person in the Western Hemisphere, if you have never been to Africa, you should give it a shot, I guess I was brainwashed until 2019, I guess. Because, we hear about the stories and we see what they show us on TV, the kids with the big belly and the poverty and all of that. Yeah, those things do exist, but there is like, not every place and every country is like that, right? And in every country they have poor people and rich people, middle class, just like here, right? So I know there's this thing about that continent, like nothing is good. People are sick, and it's the stigma, the stereotypical stories that are out there about Africa and so on and so on. So I'd advise people to just go and see for themselves. This was the 6th time, and I'll be back pretty soon. But I'm not gonna get into my personal business. I might just tell you guys what I'm supposed to tell you on YouTube, right? So yeah. I just made me a sandwich. So what's on my bread? So it's brioche bread, avocado, spinach, and I have some corned beef and some of the Laughing Cow cheese. I want to toast my bread, but I toasted a little bit. I want it to be like really crispy, but my toast is being in punk, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it like this, and it's perfect. And I have this French sauce as well on it. Amazing. So yeah. Why when I'm making videos, Texas are okay. So yeah, let's tell you just a little bit about Africa, and then we'll move on to Dubai and here, right?
But so there's a lot of things I want to say about Africa since I've been there for a while. But in different videos, I'll give you guys different stories and context and whatever. So a lot of Africans, a lot of South Africans, like Black Americans, I think they have this fantasy infatuation about Black Americans and America itself. I don't know if it's genuine love or it's all about the cultural things, right? You'll find in South Africa a lot of younger people, since it's a young population. They're so intertwined with our culture. It's like they're into the, whatever, hip hop, basketball. I went to watch basketball game there. So much sports and things that we do here in the United States is there, right? So it's like, if you want to go to Africa, if you're thinking about going to Africa, you should go to South Africa first, because since things are so familiar with us and them, it would be like an easy transition for an American going to Africa for the first time. Go to South Africa. It's like you're leaving. I live here in Harlem. It's like I'm leaving Harlem, and I'm going to Brooklyn, right? So yeah, they treat you really nice, especially coming from this side, and they're very friendly. They're very, very nice. But of course, you encounter bad ones, which I did encounter a few bad ones. I talk about that Uber guy who was just an asshole. Said me slamming his door. If he only knew, I could give him 10 cars. It's what I do for a living, but whatever. Not gonna get into my personal business. But so they do have nice ones, they have bad ones. Like in every bunch of apple, you'll find bad ones, but those bad ones sometimes make it bad for everyone else, right? There's a little thing in the culture where, I have a lot of friends there, old friends plus new friends. Every time I go, make new friends, right? But there's this thing about when you go out, which I touched on in another video before. Coming from this part of the world, they automatically think that you went there with a bag of money, or we probably have money trees or a money machine in our home, so we could print money and we take it there just to splurge it, right? That's the mindset, right? Not all of them, but a lot of them that I've encountered. A lot of people there are doing pretty well. A lot of Black people that is doing pretty well. But it's such an unequal country. Guys, you could go check up the history. I don't want to get into all of that about the ratio of black and white and whatever. But most of the places that I've been to, there's white people controlling most of the riches, right? So there is Black people who have who are pretty rich as well, but I have met with a few people that is doing pretty well there, who are Black people, born and raised there. So yeah. I don't want to lose my I think I just lost my train of thought. But so since I lost my train of thought, I'm just gonna tell you what's in my head right now. I know the first time when I've been there, I wasn't that impressed with the buildings, with Santon City and Rosebank and some of those places that I stay. Not that I'm not, of course I'm impressed. I don't mean that. I'm impressed that it looks like here, the United States. But I wasn't impressed with the sense that I want to see that. What tickled my fancy was going out in the townships and Mandelas and Soweto and
this last time I've been to a place called Solomon. It was Solomon, yeah, in Port Elizabeth. There's a township where they live in these little shack homes, and I don't know how they do it, but I have a video. I posted a video 2 weeks ago. You guys could look at that video. And with these two young kids who was our chaperone, and I visited a house out in the township, and those guys are really strong. I couldn't live in those conditions. It kind of break your heart, because as a black country and white people is richer than black, it's mess you up mentally sometimes to see, like, what? Like, okay, I understand. Okay, I might keep away from what I really want to say just now, but so it's very unequal. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll move on to other things, right? But you guys go get your own experience. There's a lot of Americans going there now. Last time I heard on YouTube, over 5,000 people. Some guy said it on YouTube. I said that before, and I'm sure it's probably more by now. I've run into this guy from Atlanta there, living pretty well. If you look back in this video, the first part of this video, and I went into that estate, and he's living pretty well. I wanted to show his apartment, but I can't invade the man's privacy. And if I asked, he would have said yes, but I think it was, visiting someone for the first time and in their house. Like, unless we preset that shit, like, okay, we're gonna do a video at your house, whatever, I wouldn't want to ask when I'm there. But the place is amazing. 4-bedroom upstairs, living room, open concept downstairs, have a pool as soon as you step out. Beautiful, right? And I asked him the price. I think he said 2 million, and 2 million is like what in USD? It's maybe 100 grand. So I think he said 2 million or 2 million. I think that's what he said. If I'm mistaken, I guess I'm just gonna ask Aaron, because Aaron was there as well. But anyway, it's amazing what you could get for your money there, and the life you could live there with your money. Your money stretch and go a long way. Where I stayed in Rosebank, I stayed in Rosebank and in Parkhurst. These places are amazing. Some of these homes, but a lot of those people too are foreigners as well. And because sometimes I could hear like the accent, kind of some Australian, some from Europe. Then you do have the white South Africans and the black South Africans as well. But for some reason, most of the areas that I stay, they're nice areas, but the majority is like white for some reason. I know they said 10% of the people there is white, which I totally dispute. It can be. There's a lot more. Their census is totally wrong. I've been out to the township, yes, but I don't know, maybe not accounting, I don't know, man. But forgive me while I eat and I talk. Hope you guys can understand. But I'm gonna do this. I'm doing the video now because I now have the time for this video, and I'm eating at the same time. Because from after this, I'm gonna take them this Christmas tree. I have a big ass TV sitting there, 85-inch TV. Been sitting there because I bought it while I was away. I get rid of the other one, I give it to my grandkids. So, see if I can get my super to help me with that. Then I'm gonna hit the road. So this is the appropriate time, best time for me to do this right now. Because when I get out there, I'm not gonna come back until tonight. I'm not gonna pick up the camera. So, yeah. So I've been to a lot of restaurants, and a lot of those waiters and waitresses so sometimes when you
sometimes when you tip them with your card. Well, I don't remember how this conversation came up with someone, but we talk about it, and I found out that when you tip with the card, the majority of the time they do not get the tip. So, and when you get good service and stuff, so when I go to the restaurants, I'd walk with like cash, so I could actually tip them with cash. So for sure they get it. I had this experience at this place called the News Cafe, where I would go for breakfast a lot in the morning. I'll go to the News Cafe in a place called Kauai or Kayu, whatever, Kauai, I think that's how it's spelled. They have this power oats best breakfast ever. So I go because we walk a lot in the mornings, right? And so at this place, the News Cafe, we having a drink there, and the waitress was like, so she came around, she was like, can you give me a tip? I'm like, why? I'm saying to myself, I didn't say it to her. I'm like, why is she asking me for a tip? I know I'm gonna give her a tip. But when you ask me for a tip, now you actually trigger this shit in me that the fuck are you asking me for money for? Like, you know, I don't want to like tip now. But anyway, I did give her a tip, but I think that wasn't cool to come asking for a tip. I'll give you a tip, and I don't even have to give you a tip, right? I had another incident where this guy, I don't know, I said the word incident, but it's not an incident. I just bumped into this guy twice. One time I met him in Rosebank. He just came up behind me and startled me and asked me for money, and then at another mall miles away. And it kind of was like weird, like some kind of deja vu nonsense. Like you just, like the same shit happened twice. Like, you know, what are the chances? And so I didn't like that situation, you know, but sorry guys. I'm getting texts on my phone. But Africa is beautiful. People are amazing. I encourage people to go and visit. My story of getting there is a long story. I'll tell you guys in another video why I go there and why I choose South Africa. So, I'm so sorry guys. What? So, yeah. Sorry. So, like I said, I'll be back pretty soon. Don't know when. I don't set the exact date. You guys saw when I was in PE. Christmas was amazing in PE. I did Christmas, it was what, 2023 Christmas in Cape Town. It sucks. In Port Elizabeth was amazing. As you saw that video, I've never seen so much black people in one place together at one time. It was amazing. Love it, love it. But I talk about that in another video as well, where the Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's party happened in the beach, Homewood Beach, I think, or it's a popular beach in Port Elizabeth, Summer Strand. And that community is all white. Well, not all white, mostly white. I've seen, so there's a lot of black people, but I could tell you from what I see in my eyes and my experience. As I stayed there twice, and it's majority, predominantly white. But during those festivities, I didn't see not one white person. All black people. All the white people just disappear. I don't know where they go. I guess they don't want to mingle. But I talk about it. You could go back and see in another video. and maybe I'll touch on it some more, but not right now. I just want to tell you, just gonna fast forward now, tell you about when I get to Dubai, and then I'm gonna end this video because I don't want to sit here and keep rambling and get your minds all over the place. But so I left, and my flight was pretty early. It was 9 a.m. So I didn't sleep much because prior we went out the night, and so I want to wake up to get to the airport at least by 8. So we went out. We came back around 2, 2:30, and so I slept, but not the way I really want to sleep. Like, you know, I sleep like deep. I sleep like really, really light because I don't want to miss my flight. And so what I did, I slept light. I made my flight, but so since I'm on flight, me going there, I took Delta, and how much my ticket was, like pretty cheap on Delta. It's either I think I paid at 11. What have I paid on Delta going? I'm gonna check my phone and stuff. I think it was like 11 something ish I paid going. But that's a direct flight from Atlanta, right? One way. And coming back, I do the other way. Okay, it was like cheaper to do it that way. And then my ticket was going to a place called it was the next country next to South Africa, Mozambique. Yeah, I was going there, but I get off in South Africa. And yeah, it was pretty cheap to do that way because the tickets were like 1,700 and 2,000 and some ridiculous prices, right? And I got that deal, and I just jumped on that deal. But once again, if you buy your ticket pretty early, like months and months and months and months in advance, it'll be cheaper. You could probably get out. And so there's planes that you could pay just $1,000 and go, like Kenya Airways and they want to go to what's the country name? Egypt, not Egypt. Ababa. What's the first part of that? Addis Ababa. Where is that? Egypt, right? Ethiopia. So you could go like to Ethiopia, and it was like cheap flights. You could pay like $1,200 going, coming, whatever. Even Turkish Airlines. The thing about those flights, you wait forever and ever and ever and ever in those other second countries, and I don't feel I'm comfortable with what I'm comfortable with, which is Delta, Etihad, Emirates, or Qatar. Those are the planes I fly when I go those distances. So anyway, I did Delta, and then coming back I did Etihad, which was like just under 800. I went over it because of taxes and whatever it takes, or whatever, but it was much cheaper, right? Because they're pretty pricey to fly those planes, but if you buy a ticket like early in advance, you stand a better chance of probably paying 30-40% less. Yeah. So anyway, so I made my flight, and then we got to Dubai. It was like about 8 or 9 hours, I think, to Dubai. So I grabbed some coffee at the airport, and when I get on the plane, they served whatever food it was, and I went right to sleep because that's all I do when I go on the plane. I just want to eat. I don't want to go to sleep. And if I could have a little sign said "Do not disturb," please do not disturb me. But there's I don't have a sign, so I just went right to sleep. Anyway, when we get to Dubai, I woke up. I don't know, like to pee or whatever, and then I think I ate again or whatever and went back to sleep. But when we got to Dubai, I was like still pretty tired. So you know, you have that long walk. I picked up the camera just to show that first part of the video that you saw, just like some of the shopping area. Then I went right into this room part and I slept. And while I'm there, some guy came and woke me up, and he was like, "Sir, you can't sleep here," right?
and where I was, it was like no, there's just a few people, right? So it was close to the gate I supposed to be anyway. But the guy came and said, "Sir, you can sleep there. This is for immigration pre-clearance." I'm like, I said, I have to get out of this because when you guys, he said when you guys do pre-clearance, that's when you come here. So I had to come out. And I was like surprised. I didn't know that you clear immigration before you come to the US. You clear US immigration in Dubai before you come to the United States. Because I've been through Dubai like what, 3 times already? And this is the first time I'm doing pre-clearance with the United States immigration to come home. So anyway, when we start boarding and stuff, they have this thing called global clearance. Not global. I don't know the name exactly. It's a process that when you get here, you just walk through. You scan your passport and you just go, right? And global clearance, I gotta find the right terminology for that. But there was 2. There's one I think was MPC, then the global entry I think it was. So the line was so long because they were checking in people are coming to New York, clearing people are coming to New York, plus people are going to Chicago as well. So long. So while standing in the line, they said you could actually do the stuff on your phone to get through fast. So the fastest one was the MPC. So I did that one. Anyway, when I get up, I take my passport, and the guy said, "You're randomly selected for you're randomly selected for what? Search? Not search. Oh, he said you've been randomly selected. Whatever, guys. So he said, call some other guy. The guy come take my passport, and they take me into some corner room. When I got there, there was a lady there as well with an American passport. So automatically I'm thinking, wait, are they only pulling over Americans? And it make me start to think of, so there's some countries, wherever you go, whoever country you go in, you have to respect the laws and rules and whatever. So you have to abide by whatever. So I'm not gonna, I went, but so I was like, what is this? But it wasn't anything major, but at first I think of like that guy's sabbatical, or what this guy's sabbatical, this white dude who have a channel to travel around the world. And he went to China the other day, and then he was on the borderline with Russia, and Russia, they grabbed him and put him in jail for how many months or whatever for no reason. They were trumping up charges and whatever. It goes into those countries, and political issues with America and different countries. So some countries I'm scared to go to, like I would never go to China, I would never go to Russia, I never go to Cuba. There's some places where if they if they don't have good relationship with the United States, I'm not gonna go to, just to be on the safe side, because now I moved to a whole something else. Now I had an incident in I'm sorry guys, from one thing to the next when I start talking, right? So in 2022 I was in Qatar. I spent a day and a night in Qatar. So I stayed at a beautiful hotel in the city. But then the next day when I went back, so at the hotel that I stayed, I did lunch, and I was making a video, and I met this American dude, and we were chatting up, and he said he's from Brooklyn. I'm like, I'm from Harlem, and we hit it off. We were having fun and chatting, and I was making a video as well. And the guy who was serving us every 2 minutes, I kid you not, he's coming and he's watching in my camera. I was like, what's going on? Like, the fuck is he like staring at me for, like, and he wouldn't take his eyes off me. So, it was a little bit like, a little bit timid and shit. And I was like, I didn't like that feeling. I know they're thinking in their head that maybe I'm a spy, I'm an American spy or some shit. So Like some countries, I'm like, I don't know what he was thinking. If maybe he's some governmental person looking, I don't know. But I just wanted to just finish my food. My video and get the fuck out of there because I don't want to get caught up in these political riff and whatever and countries and shit. So I'm very particular with countries that I choose to travel to and stuff. Some of the countries I don't care to go to at all. I don't even want to in transit in some of those places. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So they pull us over in Dubai, and then when we got there, like 2 minutes after, a bunch of people they pull over. So it wasn't just me and that lady as American. It was a lot of other people as well. But first I thought was because I just saw her with an American passport and me with an American passport. I'm like, what is going on? Just only us? But then a bunch of other people came and joined. So then they call her like 5 minutes later, and they wrote something like green on her boarding pass. They call me second, do the same thing. Then we go through the scanner, we lift our hands up, and they do their pat, and then they let you go. So mind you, I was in the line and I did that MPC stuff, right? So when I go through, the guy sent me to one guy, and when I go to that guy, the guy was like, why did I came to him? And that's because he sent me. And then the guy, the immigration guy, he was like mad at the guy that sent me to him. And then I had the form, so I show him on my phone, I have this, and he was like, if you have this, you shouldn't even come to me, you should have just gone through somewhere there, whatever. Because the thing that kind of like expire in 3 hours, so I didn't have to like actually see him or whatever, because they have these little things set up, you just go look inside of them, the cameras, and you just swipe your passport and you go, right? So then I didn't have to physically like see I didn't have to see someone physically, right? I could have just gone and do that and just go, but I didn't know because the guy said go there, so I go where they direct me to go. So anyway, we got on that flight. Flight was packed, bro, and I think like 5-6 hours into the flight, because I ate like breakfast because the flight left like in the morning, maybe around 2 or something like that. I ate because that's all I want to do when I go on a plane, like I said. And I went right to sleep. And then about 5-6 hours later, I heard this frantic, on the intercom. And they were like, the pilot is saying, if they're a doctor, is there a doctor on board? Is there a nurse that's certified? And whatever. And I like, something happened. And so, okay, I'm gonna take this call in a second. So, they diverted the flight to Germany instead. So we're supposed to do 14 hours, I think. And that's the flight time. From Dubai to New York is like 14 hours, something like that. Now, someone got sick, or maybe someone passed, I don't know. Sorry guys. Can you give me 1 second? Let me, I'm doing a video. All right, I'm doing a video. You heard me? I'm doing a video, so give me 1 second. Yeah, guys, so then we got to Germany, and we got to Germany. We stayed on the ground for like about 4 hours. No one got off the plane. I think they have to do that because if you let people off, then you have to let back on 400 people back on that plane. Because those big plane, I think it's like 350 of us downstairs and maybe not 100 upstairs, whatever it is. So then you have to clear all those people again. So I guess everyone had to stay on that tarmac. Ambulance came to get the person, whatever. And yeah, so after we clear in Dubai, we clear immigration in Dubai, American immigration, the flight become domestic, which means when you get here, you just go grab your bag like a normal flight. I'm flying from Miami to New York, right? The plane touched in Germany, everything changes. It starts all over again. So after we left Germany, already delayed 4 hours, supposed to get to New York at 8:30 in the morning and get to New York until like around what, 4, something like that. So pilot announced that we have to clear immigration again when we get to the United States. Mind you, in my head, I was thinking that I'm so glad it's domestic, so when I got home, I'm just gonna grab my bags and get the hell out of that airport. Come home, shower, and sleep. So sometimes man make plans and God laugh at it. You guys know that expression? Man make plans, God laugh, right? Something to that effect. But to what I said, something to that statement. So when the pilot said that we have to clear again, I was like, not today. Anyway, we get to New York. When we get to New York, well, it's cold as hell here. And so I got off really fast because, you know, I'm in front of the plane. And I got in, you know, coming through customs, and, you know, they have different lines that you go on, whatever. So a line just opened up luckily for me, and I went directly to that person. So it didn't even take me like 30 seconds, you know. Well, it wouldn't really ask, you know. So I just like went to the guy, look at the camera, and get out. So now I have to wait for my bags. The bag took like over an hour, bro. So it just like, you know, when it rains, it pours, right? Because you just want to get home. I'm flying for 2 days now. I want to shower, like, you know. I wish I flew the residents on that plane, and that's what I really want. That's my, so I will fly Etihad for a lot of reasons as well. It's for me to build my points, because I want to fly in the residence, because in that plane you have an apartment. You have apartments in that plane. So I'm trying to get into one of those apartments where you could take your shower and whatever. So I'm saving up my miles, and I'm pretty close, you know. And sometimes you could buy miles as well and add to your miles. So I'm gonna do it pretty soon, and that would be an amazing video for you guys to see an apartment, and you know, it's amazing. So anyway, I got out, got my bags. It took like an hour, and then I grabbed my bags. My bags are heavy as hell. I have 2 bags plus my backpack. I got to the air train, and welcome to the ripoff city in the world. You have to pay to get out of the airport. So it's $8.50 you have to pay to get out, which mind you, I had a Metro card, but the Metro card that I had, it wasn't working. So I had to pay, I used my credit card, and I just got out. So took the air train, and then I get to Jamaica, where I take the E train, because the E train is more convenient for me, a little bit more, you know, and it's express. So I took the E train to 7th Avenue, 53rd Street and 7th Avenue. Only con about that, so it's a pro taking it because it's fast, but then it's a con when you get to 53rd Street, because I have to go down those stairs with those heavy bags at 50 pounds, and it was a little bit tough, but I went downstairs with my bags, and then I took the D train that is going to the Bronx, and I would get off here in Harlem, and yeah, so it wasn't that long because of the E train, because E train passed a lot of stops, you know. And then the D train as well, it's from 59th Street to 125th Street. I'm in Harlem, I'm good, right? So I took the D, which is faster, and yeah, so now I'm home, thank God, and I'm safe, and it was a beautiful journey, I guess. Beautiful time in South Africa, and I would so I've gone like over 30 minutes in this video already, so I'm gonna leave the rest for other videos. I have lots of other stories, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with at least one friend, and leave comments in the comment part, and you know, if there's anything videos or any videos you guys might like to see, just let me know. Like, interaction is good. It makes you feel good and you want to do, and there's one more thing I'm gonna say about since I've been doing YouTube. One of my subscribers actually went to South Africa because of me, and I felt like I've done something on YouTube, something good, so if you guys could interact, it's it'd be amazing. Please share my videos so they could get views. I don't know if the algorithm is not picking me up. I don't know what's happening, but guys, please share my videos, help the channel to grow, and please hit the button that says all when you subscribe, and I think that would generate more movement on my videos. And I'm gonna take this phone call because I have someone on this phone. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, and sorry for all of the rambling, and yeah, so until the next video, guys, peace out.